Hello, friends and family. I decided to make a video and see how many of you watch it, I guess. So, I'm Nicole. I am currently 22 years old, and what I did today is I took my lab final exam for biology, and it went okay. I've had a lot of stuff going on and applying to UCs lately, so I'm like really exhausted. You can see it in my eyes. I'm so tired. That and then work and everything else, just family, and I'm sure you know being a student is hard. And I'm watching Family Guy right now. I love Family Guy. But anyhow, I started research on what MCAT study tools to get today. I'm not going to purchase them today because this is expensive. And I also posted my link to my Medical Brigades Club, which is going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully soon I'll be able to donate to myself. And then tomorrow I go to school to help them load the cars and to donate some items that they can sell at the flea market for the club as a whole to raise money, because I can't make it to the flea market sale on Saturday morning. But anyhow, just so you get an idea of why I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup because I would rather use those 5 minutes to be on time to class, or to study and prepare for class, or to do some research on articles of something that I'm interested in. And that's pretty much all I have to say right now. I'm taking a break. I'm forcing myself to take a break. I've only started studying for one of 7 chapters so far of bio, and that happens to be on the X and Y chromosomes of sex-linked genes, which is super, super important for being a doctor. I have to know about genes and hereditary diseases and all sorts of ways that you can get or develop anything, whether it be like skin color, skin type, or eye color, or any sort of mutation can be detected through your types of genes. Whether, researching the phenotype would be the best way to put it. So researching normal genes and comparing them to not normal genes. So that is on my to-do list for tomorrow. And I'm exhausted and I'm tired and I look like I have been through war. But I'm still going strong. Monday is my bio final, and I'm like really excited though, because I've never learned this much before in like any class, and my professor did such a good job at like correlating the stuff that we learned in class, the course material, to real life situations, and she really fostered my creativity in that I could actually do a lot of research projects based on just curiosity alone and utilizing your resources. So I'm really excited. She gave me a lot of really good stepping stones as to how I could do research and make differences. And she also introduced me to the Brigades Club. So I'm really, really happy. And I asked her today to write my letter of recommendation going to Santa Clara University. I have not yet decided about Stanford. I think my GPA may not be as competitive to get in. I'm going to do some more research before deciding on applying to both Stanford and Santa Clara or not. But definitely, I know I want to apply to Stanford and a few other medical schools, being like the ones with the medical doctorate and the jurisdiction degree doctorate. At the same times, so we'll see. I mean, because I know after you get your bachelor's degree, I was telling my professor, at least to do a doctorate program, she said it's a lot, easier to get in. And she actually has a PhD. And so I had mentioned to her, like, yeah, I was looking at the research and the application is extremely long for private colleges. Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to that. It's far longer than the UC applications. And oh my gosh, it's so crazy. But I had gone to the counseling office yesterday to get like a breakdown of the Common App process and everything of the such, and she said at least from this time to next year when we start our winter 2016 quarter, to just get your letters of recommendations, like at least let them know and give them some time and then send them the link in January. But if I go to Santa Clara, I'm also going to have to somehow take SAT scores in the first 2 weeks of January. I don't even know if that's humanly possible. I haven't even looked at the scheduled dates and times, and so, oh my gosh. I will look at that Monday or Tuesday and just hope that I can even take the SAT, that they have spots anymore, because it's so close to those deadlines. But if not, then we just cross our fingers that I get into a UC. I didn't realize that I had 88 out of 90 units that are transferable. The minimum is 90. I mean, if it were me, I would be like 2 units away. There's not a major class with 2 units, so you're good. But I mean, all I can do is hope that they don't eliminate based on like those like criteria alone, and don't just like, you know, take those people out. But anyhow, my bio professor said she would write my letter of rec. And I have to get in touch with a couple of old college professors from De Anza soon as well to write me letters of recommendation, and I'm tired. But anyhow, thank you for all the encouragement and all of the good likes and the good vibes, because I feel it and it's exciting, and this is kind of how every day goes for me. I always think about my end goal every day with everything that I do. Every time I take a test, every time I take a quiz, every time I do a homework assignment, every time I read a chapter, every time I don't get a chance to read a chapter, every time I pass a class or I withdraw, or if I'm failing, I think about how it's going to affect my being a doctor, and I definitely take any precautionary actions to prevent myself from not learning as much as I possibly can, from not getting as much as I can out of every single class that I take. So we'll see, and I hope you all have a good night. I won't be going to sleep right now. I say I'll just watch Family Guy, but I'll probably end up doing more things like trying to research on the EMT program or looking at what other classes I could possibly take next quarter. So, all right, bye.